Oh, hi y'all. Back again with a Samsung M7 follow-up review video, and you can expand this video's description and click the link there to find where to order it online. I've been happily using this monitor for many months now, and I want to post a follow-up review. If you're not already aware, follow-up reviews of most any item are more important or more valuable than the initial impressions or reviews early on of any sort of item. So the things that I want to talk about with this monitor, and by the way, if I don't address everything, comment below and I'll try to post an additional video to answer your question or questions. And at the time of filming this video, it's right around, right before Black Friday of 2025. So it's a great time to shop for these. Expand this video's description and click the link there and you can find where to order this, not this monitor, but this type of monitor online. So a few things about this monitor that's been great. Well, for somebody like me that does a lot of video editing, I mean, this is Irish Guy's Adventure channel where you're watching this, youtube.com/IrixGuy. Somebody that does an enormous amount of video editing, having a monitor that's 4K, this is 4K 3840 by 2160 resolution is excellent. And the reason is, this right here is my video editing program. I use Final Cut Pro 11. I was about to say 10, it's Final Cut Pro 11 now. But I can go in here, I can edit videos, and then I can preview my videos in native 3840 by 2160 4K resolution, which is great. So this monitor, if you're not that technical, this monitor, if you're watching a 4K video, this is the same size and shape as a 4K video. So in other words, you don't have weird black areas to the side or on the top, because this being 3840 by 2160 is the 4K resolution. The 4K resolution, at least that I post, that I edit and post all my videos to YouTube in, 3840 by 2160. So that's awesome to see it as it'll appear once it's uploaded. So that in itself, being a 3840 by 2160 resolution, it makes this the ultimate video editing monitor in my opinion. Now, if you're not a video editor, why in the world would you want a monitor that's 43 inches? Isn't that massive? It is. But think about this. How many times have you been into an office or somewhere and you see people and they've got all these little bitty rinky-dink monitors and their own stands, and some of them are crooked, and even if they're properly aligned, there's the bezel among the bezels among the various monitors. This is one big monitor. What you can do, you can open your windows and size your windows, whether I use a Mac, whether you're using your Windows and Mac, you know, your web browser, your email, or if you're using, say, Microsoft Windows 11, you can size your individual applications and place them throughout. So in essence, this extremely large monitor, think of it as, in that use case, think of it as multiple smaller monitors that you don't have to deal with the bezels among the monitors, and it looks neat on your desk because it's one big monitor versus multiple that are haphazardly. I mean, if you're like me, and I don't use multiple monitors, but if you did and they were slightly misaligned, or maybe there's an air gap, just the fact that even if there wasn't an air gap, the fact that I'm seeing a bezel among the various monitors drives me crazy. That stuff may not bother you, it drives me nuts. So that is a prime use case for somebody wanting to buy this. Somebody that would buy multiple smaller monitors, just buy this and resize your email. Maybe put your email here, put your web browser here, put your, Word and Excel here, and in essence have multiple monitors because of the size that you've sized your individual applications, but the beauty of only having one monitor. Also a cost savings thing, because this, and again, I've linked it within this video's description, expand this video's description and click the link there for current pricing. But you will probably find, and this one, at least when I ordered it, came with a stand. You will probably find that the cost of other monitors especially multiple other monitors, if you're trying to put them side by side, that would grossly trump the cost of this. So it's very affordable, it's very premium, and we haven't even got into the other goodness yet. It's got a remote control, and this remote control, you can recharge it by way of USB-C, so no fumbling with batteries required. And it's even got a solar panel on it. So like I'm by the window, I can just sit this here and it'll recharge with the sun. I don't even have to stick a USB in it. But you can charge it with USB, and what by USB, I meant USB-C. You can charge it with USB-C. And it lights up to let you know it's charging. Now, I'm going to get up here and I'm going to talk about something. This monitor has, on the back, it's got a USB-C cable, which if you use a laptop, that'll charge the laptop and also provide video. So your USB-C cable is video for a laptop that has, USB-C, and it also charges it. So that's super nice. So if I'm using, say, my MacBook Air or my MacBook Pro, it'll charge it and also send video to the monitor over one cable. So I've got that on the back, and then I've got two HDMI ports. So in my configuration, I've got my Mac Mini, which does not have, it's got a separate power cord. However, I'm using the USB-C to the monitor for this video. So my Mac Mini is using USB-C. I've got a PlayStation 5 hidden back here. It's using one of the two HDMIs, and then the other HDMI I don't have in use. So I could plug in an Apple TV or whatever else I might want to plug in. And it's nice to have all those. Also, it's got, I think this has EARC, E-A-R-C, audio return channel. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it does. Check the link within this video's description. But the EARC is nice because in the event that you wanted to pair a sound bar with this monitor, you could. You could use EARC and pair a sound bar with it. So super nice to have that flexibility. This is more than, or maybe you've got multiple computers. Maybe you've got a Mac and then maybe you've got a PC for work. You could use the other HDMI port for your PC. So you could have your gaming console, a work computer in the other HDMI, and then your primary driver, which in my case is a Mac Mini, going over the USB-C. So it's got, the input options are great. Something we haven't even talked about yet that makes this monitor even better. A lot of times if it's late, I'll use headphones. One of the things about this monitor that's so cool is this monitor has integrated Bluetooth. So during the day, I've got these speakers that are Bluetooth to the Samsung monitor. At night, I can put on the headset. The beauty of this is that if I'm using my Mac Mini, I can get Mac Mini's audio through because it's Bluetooth connected to my speakers. The monitor is also Bluetooth connected to my headset, so I can switch between speakers or headset. Premium audio, whether it's through speakers or headset. The additional value add of this monitor, in my case, I've got a Mac. I could have a PC as well if I wanted to, but I've got my PS5. When I use the controller to switch from my Mac Mini to my PS5, the audio, since my speakers and my headset are paired with the monitor, the audio, it just works on the PS5. So I don't have to unplug. Well, in Bluetooth's world, you're not unplugging, you're pairing. I don't have to unpair and repair. It's already paired with the monitor. So whether I'm using a Mac connected to the monitor, PS5 connected to the monitor, Xbox connected to the monitor, Windows computer connected to the monitor, that audio is going through the monitor. So the act of connecting that device to the monitor, it's convenient. I don't have to unpair and repair the speakers or the headset. So, I mean, this thing is beyond phenomenal. And the picture quality, and this is like, man, can you show me the picture quality? Well, I'm showing you right now. I'm in Final Cut Pro 11. I mean, that's not something, unless you, unless you have it in front of you. Excuse me. I ate a large pizza, man. Hold on. There we go. So, unless you have it in front of you, you cannot appreciate just the clarity and just the richness of the colors. I mean, this does a phenomenal job. Yes, people say, man, you're an Apple fanboy. But I will challenge you. Compare this monitor to an Apple branded display. And I think it's going to blow your mind. I'm not saying it's better than an Apple display visually, but I will say it's better than an Apple display because of the quantity of inputs, the convenience of having Bluetooth pairing for speakers and or headphones. So there's a lot of things this monitor does. And this monitor, yes, it has integrated, it's got integrated smart TV functions. It's Samsung's, whatever. You can use various apps, like at time it's even on the remote. Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video. I prefer, but you could use this as a television, is what I'm saying. And it does have integrated speakers, so you don't have to pair speakers externally. But like I said, you could pair a soundbar using the eARC, or you could pair Bluetooth headphone and or Bluetooth speakers like I do. The flexibility is phenomenal. And you can use the integrated smart TV functionality if you want to, but you can also plug in, and the thing I like, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to attach an Apple TV to the back of it, because Apple TV is what I use in my other rooms. It's just a uniform TV watching experience. So you can customize this to be, let's just call it the entertainment hub, but also your home office. I mean, this is, if you're simply using it with a computer, not even adding speakers or anything to it, it's phenomenal. If you're using it with a laptop, it's super nice, because if you're using a modern laptop, and if you got something outdated, it's obsolete, probably not going to, but most of the current model laptops have USB-C, and most of the current model laptops, whether it's Windows or Mac, they have USB-C charging. So like I said, you're getting video, you're getting your monitor's connection, and charging for a laptop, a modern laptop, over that same cable. So it eliminates cable clutter. And you can see here how I've got mine set up. The Mac Mini looks perfect sitting there below the monitor. Also, if I was using a laptop looks perfect resting right there. And all you do is when you bring your laptop in, plug in the USB-C cable. When you leave, unplug it. And like I said, that's providing power and video. But in my case, although I'm using the USB-C, because the Mac Mini has its standalone power cord, I'm still able to use USB-C for video only with that. So if you got a desktop computer, so you've got, with that being said, you've got the 2 HDMIs and then the 1 USB-C. So it's nice having that many things that you can use to connect devices. And it's just, Samsung, obviously a top tier brand in my opinion. They've been making monitors for a long time. I have not noticed, and again, subscribe, check out my original review videos. I've not noticed any dead pixels emerge. The clarity is just as good as it was new. Samsung periodically will push out, they'll push out updates for this monitor, and they install seamlessly. It's got it's got its own little OS built in, which is easy to navigate. Haven't had any problems with it. But it's just it's a great monitor, and people will be, why do you need a monitor so big? You don't necessarily need it, but this is probably a major cost savings opportunity if you're in the market for multiple smaller monitors, because you're not buying multiple monitors. You're not having to buy the associated mounts for the multiple monitors. You're not having to challenge yourself with perfectly aligning the multiple monitors. You just take this sucker out of the box, slap it on the stand, boom, you've got a very big single monitor, which is how I'm using it because I do a lot of 4K video editing. But if I was using it when I use it for business purposes, I just size my windows accordingly, and it creates the effect of having multiple smaller monitors. So a lot of things you may not have thought about while looking for a new monitor. And I did want to mention, yes, there are a lot of what they call ultra-wide monitors, and a lot of those are great. The disadvantage to ultra-wide monitors, especially if you're a video editor, a lot of those don't have a 3840 by 2160 resolution. So if you're a video editor, this monitor, especially if you're doing 4K video edits, this resolution is king, in my opinion. So hope this video helped. If you got additional questions, please comment below, and I'll try to post additional videos to answer your question or questions. And again, if you're shopping for this monitor, and it may still come in a variety of different colors. I got the white one. It may still come in white. At the time I purchased it, there was a white or black option. But expand this video's description and then click the link there to find where to order it online. Thanks in advance for choosing to shop my links. It helps to support my channel and videos like this one, so that's deeply appreciated. And thanks for your time watching this video, and share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with anyone you know that's looking for a very affordable, yet, as I just discussed, highly capable computer monitor. This also can function as a TV. I mean, this is 43 inches, so this can be your all-in-one for video games, desktop computing, laptop computing if you're docking a laptop to charge and use the big monitor. Also for entertainment, using the built-in streaming apps, or utilize one of those HDMI ports on the back, slap a soundbar to it, set up a surround sound system. I mean, you can take this thing over the top with customizations, and it's just phenomenal. So you tell me what you think. Again, these are my honest opinions after using this monitor for many months, and I would definitely buy it again without hesitation, and I have encountered zero issues with it. Thanks for your viewership. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. And expand this video's description and click the link there to find where to order this monitor online with current pricing. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, iRick Guy here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and when you do, ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.